everyone. So congratulations. You have finished the assignments for Unit 1 and are now ready to begin the Unit 1 assessment. You should have completed assignments 1 through 4 in order to do this assessment. You will not be able to do the assessment without completing those lessons first. So what you're going to be doing, you are writing a recommendation letter to a family member in England. And I'm going to get into the details about that in a moment. The objective for this assessment is that you will create a letter to a family member in England recommending a colony for them to live in. So you have learned a little bit about the 13 colonies, and now you're going to recommend one for a potential family member to live in. So first, you are going to be given a full class period to work on this, but you can take it home. So if you don't finish it in a class period, you will have the ability to take this home to complete it. It will be worth 60 points, which is a decent amount of points for you all, so please make sure that you complete it fully. And you need to complete lessons 1 through 4 in order to complete this letter. So it might be helpful for you to make sure that you take out all of those materials to help you with that. A few more details. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to complete the outline. That is the very first thing you should do, and I will go through that with you here in a moment and show you what that looks like. Next, you're going to want to make sure you use your assignments and guided notes from lessons 1 through 4 in order to complete that outline. Use that outline then to create and write your letter. You can write it on notebook paper. If you prefer to type it and submit it to me in Google Docs, that is also acceptable. Make sure you look at the rubric. Again, this is worth a decent amount of points for you all. I will review the rubric with you here in just a moment, but please make sure that you hit all the points on the rubric in order to get all of the points. And finally, this is an independent assignment. This is not a group assignment. You are not working together on this. You are not asking another student what they wrote. If you've copied a portion or all of the letter, you will receive a 0 on this assessment. This is an individual assignment. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go through the outline with you. So this is the Unit 1 assessment outline. You're going to write a letter to a family member back in England recommending one of the colonial regions, the northern colonies, middle colonies, or southern colonies for them to move to. And if you want to be more specific and give a specific colony, you may also do that. You need to use the evidence from the unit to support your descriptions of each region and defend your recommendation. So the first part of the outline is the introduction. The introduction can be short. It should only consist of a sentence or 2. You are going to explain why you are writing. Again, look at the directions. I am writing to recommend one of the colonial regions for you to live in. Next, you will move on to the body paragraphs. So you're going to start off with the northern colonies. You're going to explain to them what the economic, political, and social characteristics are of those colonies. Again, your guided notes and assignments should help you with that. You want to make sure you are specific and give specific examples from your assignments. Then you'll move on to the middle colonies, and again, explain the economic, political, and social characteristics of those middle colonies before moving on to the southern colonies, where again, you will explain the economic, political, and social characteristics of those southern colonies. Now remember, this is just the outline, so you can use shorthand, you can use, you do not need to use complete sentences in the outline. You are just going to use that information to write your actual letter. You are turning in this outline for a grade, so please make sure you do complete it. You cannot just skip over this part and just write your letter. I will not accept the letter without the outline. And then you'll move into your conclusion paragraph, which region would you recommend and why would you recommend that region? And you need to be specific here. Don't just say because it's good. That does not count. Okay, why is it good? Because your version of good and my version of good could be two different versions of good. I'm going to go ahead and show you the rubric so you guys have a better idea of exactly what I'm going to grade you on. Here is the rubric that I will use to grade your letter. First, I'll be looking at the content. Does it have everything it's supposed to have? Does it have an introduction, a body paragraph, and a conclusion paragraph? And does it describe all three regions? Second, evidence. You need to have at least 3 or more excellent pieces of evidence that are used with your explanation of each 3 regions. So you have to have at least 1 piece of evidence for each region would be about what it would break down to. So use something specific from either the assignment or from the PowerPoints would be acceptable as well. So you can talk to me about what William Penn said. You can talk to me about one of the pictures or images that you saw. Those would all be examples of evidence. Conclusion. You need to summarize your personal opinion. What are you recommending and why? Then moving on to organization. Make sure that all of your sentences are complete, that your paragraphs are in order. Fifth is going to be word choice and tone. Make sure you have a good choice of words. Make sure you are clear with your choice of words, and make sure that you are persuasive in your conclusion paragraph, right? You're trying to persuade a family member to move here or to move to a region. What region are you persuading them to and why? So make sure that's persuasive. If you need help with persuasive words, you can use the internet. It's glorious. Mechanics and grammar, and this is that you have very few mistakes. You can have 1 mistake and still get a 10, but if the mistakes start to impact your the ability to read the letter, then that's when you start to lose points. Again, good luck. Please make sure you ask if you have any questions. We are more than happy to help you out with this. Again, please make sure that you complete the outline before writing your letter. That is crucial if you want me to accept that letter. And please make sure you look at this rubric in detail to make sure you complete all parts that you need to complete.